everybody, and welcome to Parksbros. It's Drew here, and we're back at SeaWorld San Diego to check up on all the new updates in the park. Let's go. We actually just took a quick tour of the construction site for Arctic Rescue, the brand new coaster opening in 2023. But since it's a Tuesday before noon, look at the crowds. Oh right, there's none. So we're gonna get on a ton of rides. It's gonna be a fun day. And if you're curious, yes, that does include Tidal Twister as it's reopened and running. It's running, Carter. You get to check it out.
Do it for the first time.
Finally.
Yes,
here we go. Carter.
What is this? I'm just Carter.
So Carter from Jake's Everywhere, he's not ridden this ride ever.
I haven't. That was my first time. This is wacky.
Scott has ridden it. I have ridden it. Yeah. Although Scott, I don't know when the last time you rode this was.
This has been like years, years in the making for this greatness.
But it's gonna be a fun one.
You can touch the tires.
Yeah.
Carter, you have no idea what you're in for.
Now it takes a little bit to speed up.
Yeah. It reminds me of the first People mover.
Oh.
It's tire driven. Are they Goodyear? Oh, they Goodyear tires too. That's
good. That's good.
Almost there, Carter. Almost there.
Here it comes.
Oh, look at that. I'm basically upside down. Not quite. We're going back again? Oh.
And are we going over the airtime hill?
It's like a song with the piles.
You know, I could just
look at that. Look at that. Wait.
Alright. We're finally moving. And
Okay. Yeah. That's yeah. This is
airtime.
Jeez. The speed.
So wow, it picks up.
It sure does.
What's it goes? It goes.
Oh man.
Oh, and now all of a sudden it's just slowing down.
So Carter, what'd you think?
So intense, my phone blew out.
Good soup.
I honestly, I don't think it's that bad.
It's not, okay, so it's not as rough as people say it is. It definitely has a rattle.
Yeah.
Not as bad as a B&M rattle. I'm kidding.
But that hang time though.
That hang time's nice.
Yeah.
And the initial air time over that.
And it does pick up speed too.
Yeah, it totally does.
But it's wacky.
It's very wacky.
Oh, it's got a soundtrack. Next ride of the day, of course, since we're, using the new locations of the lockers for Tidal Twister and Shipwreck Rapids, we're gonna hop right in line for Manta, as there's pretty much no one in line. So it's the perfect day for it. It's beautiful. Music is swelling! Here we go! Yeah! after our super fun couple of rides on Manta, we're gonna start heading back towards the Wild Arctic section of the park, at least, because we were just there a couple hours ago for the brand new announcement of their 6th roller coaster at the park, Arctic Rescue. And if you haven't seen those videos that I've detailed a little bit of what's going on with that brand new roller coaster, make sure you go check them out in the top right now. And of course, make sure you go check out Scott from Exploring Attractions if you haven't yet. He actually just had to leave, but go make sure to subscribe, follow. He's got some great content. Now, as we're gonna walk back to Electric Eel, get a ride on that, as well as potentially Emperor, they brought out this brand new side for Hollow Scream, looking great. We're actually currently in that Clown Gauntlet scare zone, or at least that's what it is during Hollow Scream. I thought the scare zone was really cool, but it was even better when you went into the toy scare zone just off to my left-hand side right here.
Now sit back with your back against the seat and head against the headrest.
Oh, okay.
Didn't even give us like that much of a warning, but we're already going on electric. Oh boy.
So, how's your day, Drew?
Okay,
Yeah. We're just trying to do a roller coaster, trying to have fun. It's a normal day, They announced a new ride today. Did you know that? Sixth roller coaster. It's not this one.
I heard it's called
Oh, is it?
It's got 2,800 feet of track. Goes 40 miles an hour. Not as fast as this one, but that's okay. After a couple successful rides on, of course, Emperor and eventually Electric Eel, we're gonna head back into the Wild Arctic building to check on everything inside. Now, don't get me wrong, we've already spent like 2 hours in this building earlier today with the construction tour that we were able to attend, but there might be some more changes inside. You never know. So we're gonna check it out. Now it's just, just like it was originally with Wild Arctic. But just on the other side of this wall, believe it or not, there's a brand new coaster being built. Like, how crazy is that? Literally just the other side of this wall.
And there's a hole right here on the other side of this wall.
That is true.
Where
We'll see what it is.
That hole lead? We don't know yet.
Well, I mean, if there's a hole right here,
It's like Harry Potter.
And it looks like they've even got some permanent walls up where the old exit was for the Right 2 simulators. And look, we even found the ride vehicle. Not actually, but a snowmobile. Yeah, not really any changes so far in Wild Arctic itself, outside of course, the coaster that is being put up a good couple hundred yards that way, past where the belugas are. Well, I knew there was a change because of the gift shop going under renovations currently and being gutted. We're actually gonna exit out this way. Well, now after checking out Wild Arctic real quick, I think our day is actually gonna come to an end a little before park close, just because we gotta get home. As we're heading out though, you can see some arrows pointing to the bar as well as back towards Simon's Slaughterhouse. They do have the sign covered up currently, but one of my favorite mazes of Hollow Scream, if you haven't checked out that video yet, make sure to do so. You can see some cool theming as well as quite a few scares. Specifically me jumping quite a bit. And actually Big Bird Bistro is gone. It's now the Chicken Snack Shack. Even established 2022. They've got chicken sandwiches, funnel fries, soft serve, and more. So they've even added some chicken items to this restaurant. Super happy about that. Instead of it just being ice cream and like funnel cake, I think this is a great addition to the park, changing it up just this tiny bit.
So there you have it, a pretty crazy day at SeaWorld San Diego on this Tuesday afternoon now. Carter and I had ourselves a fun time, to say the least. Got a ton of coaster rides in. Bummer of the day though, there was no ice cream, no Dippin' Dots. There was only chocolate in the new ice cream location. Only chocolate, and that was it.
And no Dippin' Dots.
Yeah, no Dippin' Dots, I mentioned that. So, kind of a bummer, but it is a Tuesday, and there's not really anybody here, so I can kind of understand, but still. But it's a bummer.
It is a bummer. But you're gonna run out of ice cream at your theme park? That's like running out of hamburgers and chicken strips at your theme park. Like, come on. You know how many people are gonna be in the park.
I have seen it happen. I have.
I had too. And it shouldn't happen, but it does happen. I get it, but it's vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
And you got the freezer for it.
Anyway, with that said though, I think we had some fantastic coaster rides. Of course, getting to see Arctic Rescue be officially announced was definitely the highlight of the day. Being able to go back there and see the foundation work as well as be in the station. Unbelievable. If you haven't seen the full overview and construction update, make sure to go check those out right now. But of course, if you haven't, make sure to subscribe. We're gonna have more updates on that, as well as updates on the park proper at SeaWorld San Diego and much more in the coming months. Of course though, we'll see you on the next ride.